Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I am filming the introduction for my reading vlog. This is my first reading vlog, so I hope you'll enjoy it. Here I read two books, Six of Crows and Sense and Sensibility. So yeah, this is a vlog over a few days, almost a week I think. And there is some very light spoilers all throughout, and there's some footage of me reading as well as some of my opinions on both books. Hope you enjoy! Today I really need to finish this book, Six of Crows, because I have a TBR for October that I haven't even gotten from the library or bought or even started, and I need to make a start on it since today is the 1st of October. But first I need to finish at least one of the 3 books that I'm reading currently. So, Six of Crows. I'm already quite well into this book. I am on page 366 out of 495 or something. And I am enjoying this book. It's nice. It's not spectacular, but it's drawing me in quite a bit. We are, at the 3/4 mark now, and we're in the thick of it now, of the story, of the adventure heist sort of thing, and I'm really liking that part, even though I felt like the first third was way too slow. I watched a video by Daniel Green who said that he found that Six of Crows had a meandering pace, and I have to agree. It's slow when it wants to be slow, and it's fast when it wants to be fast, which is kind of jarring sometimes. There is a really big portion of the book describing only a couple of days in the beginning, and then a week, 2 weeks, just nothing gets told in those weeks. But it makes sort of sense a little bit. I'm liking the characters a lot, especially Nish. Her character is the best together with Nina. Gotta love 2 strong female characters. The magic system is interesting. I'm not sure I love it, but it's quite interesting. It seems a bit convenient at times, but it's interesting. I am probably gonna give it 3 stars. But I'm liking it, it's okay. So I really need to finish this today. Also, I kind of like how matching my outfit is this book today. It's a vibe, yes. Let's go. might be spoilers, but Jesper just said not just girls. He said not just girls. Yes, I'm happy. Jesper and Willem are... Yes. They deserve to be happy together. Well, no. I don't believe that he actually could have betrayed them. No, that is not possible. I think this is a mislead, and then he's gonna triple cross and go back to how it was supposed to be, because no thanks. No, absolutely not. I trusted this person, and he better not fuck it up. Wait, where is Inish? You better not do shit to her. You better. God, everything's going crazy. My God. Any Nesh? I finished this book last night, but I didn't vlog anything because it was super duper late and I had to sleep. So yeah, I finished it. The end, the last 100 pages. Why cannot the whole book be like the last 100 pages? Because they went so fast. There was so much emotional things happening, and I was shocked, and then so yes, the last 100 pages are the best pages in this book, which kind of make me want to give it 4 stars, but I think it's still gonna be a 3.5 out of 5 for me. I really liked this book in the end, but I didn't love it because still the first half was so draggy for me that I can't forget that. The pace was really not fun to deal with. This really slow pace in the beginning where you're introduced to all the characters, but I don't know, it was really not, I really didn't like the pace in the beginning, which made it so hard to continue. But when it was past the first third of the book, it picked up so much, and I got close to all the characters. I got really invested in some of the relationships and in some of the characters' survival and stuff like that, which is yes. Inês and Kaz, they're my babies. So are Matthias and they're all my babies. Oh, what am I even saying? They're all my babies, all 6 of them. The story of this book is about 6 characters who are engaged to do a heist to break out a really important prisoner out of the most secure prison / fortress of the whole world. It takes place in a world where there is magic, and there are different types of magic, and there are different nations which are kind of at war with each other. Not at war, but they have delicate relationships with each other. And the prisoner that they get tasked to retrieve has a secret that could change magic forever. So they get tasked to retrieve this prisoner by some merchant council where they live. And so Kaz, who is the person that's leading this heist, gets a group together, and this group is composed of himself. Kaz is he's a thief with a lot of mystery around himself, who limps and has a cane, which the author says in the acknowledgements that it's kind of kind of similar to her own illness, which I thought was quite interesting. Then there is Inês, who is the wraith, who is able to move around without being heard or seen, and she's from a family that was circus people, so she was trained as an acrobat, and they used to live in caravans, which I really liked. The fact there was a lot of good representation, I think, because it's not exactly like real world stuff, but there's a lot of parallels that can be drawn that I really enjoyed. Then there is Jesper, who is a sharpshooter with a passion for cards. Then there is Willen, who is the son of a merchant, but who left home and wants to become a thief. And then there is Nina, who is a heartrender, so she has magic that makes her able to modify people's bodies. That was the best way I can explain it, to be honest. And then there's Matthias, who's a convict, who's a convict from a north country, who and him and Nina have a troubled past. So yeah, those are the 6 characters that are kind of explored. Most people say that Kaz is the main character, but I would argue that it's actually Inês probably, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Both of them. And yeah, there are some relationships in the book and like romantic relationship sort of. There's a lot of exploration of themes of like slavery, magic, exploitation, sort of addiction to, as well as thievery, and how easy it is to fall into a bad life, kind of, if that makes sense. So yeah, I really enjoyed those parts of the book, definitely. And I would have liked more in-depth explanation about the magic, which I think could have been done, since not everyone has magic in this world. And I felt like sometimes there were things that were slightly convenient for the characters that were a bit annoying, but it didn't happen too often, in my opinion. So I think that's it. I'll definitely read the next one, and I will probably cry because things happen and I am scared. So yes, I'm reading Sense and Sensibility, which I have to return to the library, and I am quite enjoying it. I got, I think, 40 pages in. Yeah, I got 40 pages in out of this book in a few hours. So I so cold. So I want to sort of read more of this today, hopefully finish it, and then the last book remaining on my currently reading would be A Little Life, which though I'm taking a break out from because it is so damn heavy, so I don't want to read it right now. It is very nice reading weather because it's all misty and rainy, so I'll just probably sit on my bed or on the couch and read some of this today, because I don't have much else to do. A few things though, to be honest, but mostly I'll be reading. Today is an exciting day because I have a few things on my to-do list, and one of the things is get a library card. at the point where Eleanor discovers that her guy, Edward, is already engaged with someone else, with Lucy Steele. And she's being mean. I really like Eleanor because she kind of, I get her. I feel like I get Eleanor. But she's being so mean about Lucy. Poor Lucy. She's like, oh, she's so dumb. She would be so brilliant if she had only been given education. Oh, how could Edward ever be happy with her? Which, bitch, calm down. You don't even know if Edward loves you. Just chill the fuck out, alright? Poor Lucy. I mean, I don't like Lucy, but poor Lucy, you know? I honestly just audibly gasped. Willoughby's here. What the fuck? Yes, Eleanor just said he regrets his behavior only because it hasn't made him happy. And yes, Eleanor, go off, please. Rip that man apart because he fucking deserves it. I just finished Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen, and I thought I would give you guys my ideas and comments on this book. I had already read Pride and Prejudice when I was younger, and I quite enjoyed it, even though I thought it was a bit too long and it got me not very interested at some points. But when I saw this book at the library, I thought I might as well pick it up, and I'm glad I did because I enjoyed this read. This is the story of two sisters, Eleanor and Marianne. Eleanor is very conscious of her duties, and she's the sensibility part, the sense part. So she's guided by reason and propriety. On the other hand, Marianne is guided by sensibility, so she lets her feelings guide her behavior, and she doesn't conceal them at all ever. Marianne is in love with John Willoughby, who is an unsuitable but very charming man, and her affection for him, which she does not conceal at all, might, as her sister says, might put her in the position to be hurt and a source of gossip, but she doesn't care because she loves him so much, and she's so sure that he loves her back. And Eleanor is in love with Edward Ferrer, who but she doesn't let her emotions show very much, even though she feels deeply for him. And when something comes between them, she cannot talk about it, so she has to conceal it and not let her feelings show. So while she feels for him as deeply as her sister does for Willoughby, she doesn't let it show, and she behaves very accordingly to sense. The two sisters throughout the book have to discover that sense cannot go without sensibility, for they both are extremely important, because to feel for someone is fundamental, but also to maintain a sense of propriety and all those things that in Victorian age they thought they ought to do. I thought this book was absolutely mad. It had so many twists and drama It was crazy. I had already seen the film and I was so surprised that the book and the film are so similar. So if you've seen the film, you've actually heard most of the lines that are in this book, and I was like so surprised by that because most adaptations are not as faithful as this one, and I really appreciated that. So I'm definitely gonna rewatch that film. But anyway, it was very much 17th, 18th century England book. It definitely showed in this all the society things and the idea of what a woman must and mustn't do, or what is appropriate to say in front of others or not. It was quite endearing and a bit of fun because society now is very different, and I'm really grateful it is, because I now can have my own money, I can choose whoever I date, and I don't have to be as conceited as these people, because my god, they all hated each other, but they still friggin' were friends, so ugh, whatever. Um, yeah, I was mad, twist after twist, that was absolutely great and crazy. I literally gasped out loud many times. There were a few things that I didn't even expect, especially one big twist that wasn't there in the film, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna say what. There are a few characters I really disliked. I really disliked Lucy. All throughout the book I took notes, and some of them are meme to Lucy. Yeah, I say here, for shame, Lucy. She's such a little shit. She did everything just for her convenience and to hurt Eleanor, which I think is very fair. And also on Willoughby, I didn't like Willoughby. Him and Marianne were being absolutely unfair on everyone else, and especially on poor Colonel Brandon, who is the best character of this book. Even better than Eleanor. I liked him better. I liked him so much. Poor him. He has it so hard. He has it the hardest in this book. Like, oh, Edward is like, oh, I don't have a profession. Oh my god, poor me, poor me. I don't have a profession. I vowed to marry someone that I didn't want to marry now. And Willoughby is like, oh, poor me, poor me. I spend too much money and don't have enough. While Colin Brandon is like, yep, I just wish Marianne to be happy, even though all these traumatic things have happened to me and people I love and care about. But I just want her to be happy, and I know it's not with me, but I really want her to be happy. And it's just the happy ending at the end was, of course, very expected. That is the Jane Austen staple. Also, the sisters were very much like the sisters in Pride and Prejudice. A lot of the people reminded me of characters in Pride and Prejudice. I could definitely see the same person writing both novels, because a lot of the things that happen are the same. I'm not sure if it's worth reading both, but I enjoyed both. Especially I enjoyed this one because I've read it more recently. So if it's been a while since you read Pride and Prejudice, I recommend this. It's fun, it's not that long, and it will, if you haven't seen the film, you will be surprised by a lot of the twists. So it was a 3 out of 5 stars. And that is the end of this reading vlog. I hope you enjoyed. My name was Livia. Please check out my other videos on this channel. And that was fun. Let's do it again.